have a specific
You
uniform
wanna
for
go ahead
these
and help him with
fellas?
his uniform?
Okay.
And it says outfit options.
Is there a trash somewhere nearby?
Yep. Trash is over here.
At least we know it works.
I said we're shooting for 8 hours today.
Oh no, not 8 hours.
Okay, as in F muscle, you mean as in the F key?
All right,
F4, F5,
Jimmy, if you're
right?
good to go, come out here. One of them will help you get your equipment.
We talk everything we're
logging
gonna
it.
say is a muscle, and it's a key, my friend. Yep.
For Pete's...
So hit that F.
I guess I'm getting his. Helping him
I
get his
guess so.
equipment.
Yep.
If you want to step forward up here.
Yep. Sorry.
All right.
Ford, all right, good. Come on upstairs, Ford.
Okay.
You're gonna need your Glock.
Glock 22.
We're gonna go ahead and get equipment started. Diamonds.
I might be a bit of a dunce here.
Once they're done here, just make sure they've got their state ID correctly. Okay, Barnhart.
You got their state ID correctly.
Oh.
So what's your state ID, Jimmy?
So I'm hitting F.
4 digits on the.
It's 8853.
Oh yeah, that one. Like,
all right, what's your firearm say in the first 4, the serial number?
8853.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, when I hit just
all right.
nothing happens.
So, Mr. Ford here needs somebody to help him
All
get
right,
his
so I have
stuff.
a Glock and a taser.
So whenever Jimmy's done getting his stuff, let's get his and then run him through logging it. If you guys are taking the log stuff, just take him somewhere else in the armory, please.
Hey, Diamonds.
This McGill's over here.
There's a spot here.
Do me a quick
This
favor. I don't
McGill's?
have anything. I don't have that sheet with me.
Is this
I know
McGill's,
I
yeah?
carry.
Yeah, it's McGill.
I carry my
Is it
taser.
McGill or
Glock
McGill?
taser,
Sorry.
nightstick.
I could tell you, I got my
McGill, okay.
load out. So it is
Sorry about that.
Glock, taser, handcuffs, flashlight, nightstick, notepad, handcuff key, taser, cartridges. There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
A camera, your badge, your armor, repair kits, radio.
So if you just hit F, nothing happens on your screen.
I just forget how many. Cause I know I carry.
Repair kits, it's 3.
Huh? Repair kits?
3 repair
Yeah.
I don't.
kits, yes.
I put 2 in my trunk. It's a lot to
I
carry.
got 5 in my car.
Yeah. Oh, 5, goodness.
Uh-huh.
What else
What's
did I
up?
say?
Oh, well, you never know.
Oh, and
Shit.
spike strips. That's the last item.
Yeah, one spike
I
strip.
feel like I'm saying the right name but the wrong name at the same time.
All right, so Glock, taser, handcuff, nightstick, radio,
like I'm
handcuff
saying
key,
a
1 spike
different
strip,
name of yours. What's up?
1 camera.
One camera.
1 camera.
SD card is optional. You don't really need it, but if you want it, you
Throw
can.
out my old
I-
camera now that I looked at that. Hold on.
I don't carry an SD card.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll last location.
How many repair kits?
Sorry about this.
You said 3?
It's okay.
3 repair kits?
Yes, sorry.
All right. Taser cartridges? How many? 3?
Like if you flex F8 and then just type quit.
I would, for when you initially get them, I usually carry 4 on me. So I usually get 6, because when you load it, you'll take 2 cartridges right off the bat when you fully load it. So then that way you're left with 4.
Okay.
I need to get my formal.
How many armor?
So
I had one all set up.
How many? Sorry, you cut out.
I got 2 on me right now.
Okay.
And then I carry more in my vehicles.
And how many pistol ammo?
It takes 8 boxes of ammo, but you could do 5 or whatever. If you're like me and want a fully loaded handgun, I always get 8.
I must have deleted them all.
So.
Okay. Do I need binoculars?
No.
F-tac?
The
ITAC, IFAC.
IFACs, yes. I would carry like 5 of those.
Okay.
F key?
Notepad.
Yep.
Do I need a badge or anything?
Yes, it'll be the SO badge.
I mean,
SO.
this is a regular cloakroom, so any cloakroom should work.
And then how many medical bags? Any?
No, don't carry that. Nope.
Okay.
Do
And
you
nothing
have
else,
keys?
correct?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, were you able?
Yeah.
that's
And
the
then
question. You have keys to
diamonds.
All right.
right?
Yes.
No, I don't have anything.
I got his equipment.
Oh,
If
fine.
sir, if you see
That-
this
yep,
wonderful
that's the
lady back
problem.
here, she will help you register everything.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
Where's the LSPD guy that decided to not show up with his uniform?
He's in the changing room now.
Okay. So what you're gonna wanna
Nah,
first
mate.
do?
I think you're just gonna solo patrol without a badge.
This is gonna be the easiest part, I guess. But you're gonna wanna search your profile, right? In the MDW.
Go over here.
So say I'm gonna search mine, right? I'm gonna pull up my own profile.
How do I search myself?
Do you have
Just,
Profiles.
profiles, and then you put in like your last name if it's easier to search by that. So then under the information, that little gray section, you're gonna register your first weapon, which would be your Glock. And how you're gonna be able to do that is you're gonna go into your pockets. You're gonna select the Glock and then click on attachments. And then it says the serial number. You're gonna copy that and place it under it and with the whole name under your profile, and do that for each item up until the nightstick, I believe.
Okay, so
So
I
it's
typed that
going
right
to-
underneath the little under the blue thing, correct?
Give me a sec.
Right below my profile photo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right in that little area, like a section to fill out, write stuff in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And then. So then you just said copy the serial number, which would be that
And then
long
you're gonna
number.
put in their Glock 22 dash, and then put that serial number right next to it. You're gonna do the same thing for the taser, the
I didn't mean to
nightstick,
drop that.
and I think there was one more item that
Flashlight.
Your flashlight, correct? Yes.
All right. So Glock, taser, and nightstick and flashlight.
10-4.
Yep.
Oh, I
Just
don't
make
have
sure
a
they're all
flashlight.
your correct state ID.
Yep.
Serial number is not correct.
It's not incorrect. It's correct.
It's incorrect. It's
It's
six.
incorrect.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you picked up
6335.
somebody else.
There's a you can come throw it back here.
I'm sorry. What's that, ma'am?
Back up in
He's
here.
having an issue. He got
By a few more days, at least. Maybe at least a week.
Right in here, if you hit your E muscle, it'll pull up the trash bin.
Okay.
Put it in there and just go grab another flashlight. So, issue will happen sometimes if someone's in the armory at LSPD or even down here at the same time. Sometimes the serial numbers can get mixed up.
Okay. And then. So okay, those should be the only things that have my state ID,
Yeah.
correct?
So then, yeah, go ahead and grab a different flashlight, and it should show your correct state ID.
All right.
All right. Best of luck to you, dude.
Time to go ballistic.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
I need
Didn't
to
mean
show
to-
Come
you
on,
the
Wilson.
angle.
Wilson.
Is this Shackle?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, one of the cadets, his badge number is 000.
That's me.
He just changed his call sign, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Or-
he just has
yeah.
to. He has to think about
Yep.
change call sign. Yep.
So whatever your number is, you just think about it. Think about call sign, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Call sign,
been a
and
while.
then.
It's been a while since I did it, so.
Yep.
And then it should pop up.
Did you get it?
Yep, I got it fixed.
There you go.
Yeah, I got it fixed.
Okay.
What?
So I'm gonna go ahead and.
What happened?
Was that you?
What's your name, sir?
What? Me what?
Jimmy Lawson.
Oh,
I just gotta fill out the stuff real fast. I'm writing it on a little notepad.
Okay.
well, he flashed his badge, and it. Did you like get a haircut since your last photo or something?
So you know how to fill it all out.
I think so.
Okay.
Well,
Just wanna know if you need help.
Yeah, we'll do. 1 second.
I did shave. I guess I cleaned up a little bit.
Oh my.
Hey,
What?
Wilson.
There's a whole lot of brown
Oh,
up here.
God.
Oh, I see. I'm just fucking burnt meat
I need to
now.
go and get
Hi,
my
Taylor.
shotgun.
High and dry doesn't even say anything. Just wearing brown now.
I'm sorry.
No goodbye. No, I love you. No, I'm sorry.
All right.
Just
As long as we know that that's what the case is.
up
that
and gone.
I heard you.
Cadet Lawson, yeah. Better than STRB? I don't know. I just started it. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out, won't we?
Are you helping out as well?
I mean, you can. That's mine.
Helping out? No, I'm here to
No.
Well,
observe.
not that important, but
Okay,
like
gotcha.
tire type thing. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Whoa.
Okay.
Oh
yeah,
my
I gotta
God.
fix that, but that's okay. I can do that another time.
Why didn't I get a nightstick?
Oh no.
All right.
Surprise.
Okay. Well, sweet.
Yeah, I am surprised.
You know, I gotta look fresh and clean for.
I need to shoot her for leaving us.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Plus, you know,
Sorry. You have to shoot me first.
when I'm running around.
Oh.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
You're
I've
Come
got
on.
shotgun.
Oh,
Wait,
Come on.
You get him, I'll get her. Bang, bang.
That's fine. I've got a shotgun in my bag.
Oh shit, he pulled the rim into.
I just gotta get a nightstick.
Alright, I gotta get
Oh,
up.
the nightstick.
All right. Is everyone outfitted? Everyone has all their gear.
There we go.
Where did you have to
You
get
had
just the
one that had
nightstick?
an
You said?
incorrect serial number,
For
but
some
you got
reason,
it
the
taken care of.
nightstick's not coming in my pockets.
9.
Oh, I don't have enough cash, it says.
Oh. Yeah.
Some
Hold on, let me
who-
go grab it.
Does somebody need money?
Let me see. This guy right here.
Sorry,
It's for his
I do.
nightstick.
Yeah.
You need some money?
Yes, please.
All right. What's your PayPal?
I don't know.
Open up your phone.
No, you don't get to
Hit
say
flex that P. Yep.
Where did you?
Which one is the PayPal? Details, right?
So when you I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You're 329.
I'm 329.
If you look at your phone in the upper left-hand corner, you should see 329 right now.
Oh, yep, I do. Yep.
So that number changes. It's never the same. Every time you come in, it's a different number.
Okay.
All right.
Should I just fill it full of all?
Where do you
all
put
six?
this guy?
Alright, hands up.
Okay.
What am I searching for?
Just see if he has everything. Okay, sounds good.
Hair kits, bike strips. A bag for collecting seeds.
How are you doing, boss man?
All right. So you should have $2,000 bucks.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate
All
it.
right. So yeah, you can pay me back when you get your first paycheck.
Yep, will do.
It's like spray paint.
What's your name again?
Why do you need spray paint in a bush?
That's
Max? All right, Shackle.
Yep.
Appreciate
Okay.
it. And I will
All right,
definitely
so-
make sure you get it back.
All right. Do you know what you're buying?
Yeah, I already have it all paid for.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
I was just missing one thing, and it was the nightstick.
Okay. All right. There you go. So all right. Good.
Hey, let's make sure if we're up here logging stuff in the evidence, let's go somewhere else other than in front of the armory, so it's
Let's
not all
spread out a
cluttered
little
up
bit.
here.
It's
Yep.
raw.
Yeah. I think we're good.
Right up in that area.
All right, I should have a guy right here. If you want to help him get his equipment, somebody. All right, thank you.
Come over here.
What is that? Oh my goodness! Why are you rolling?
All right, once everyone
that
has their
angle with
equipment
fucking
logged,
academy.
just go into the classroom back there on the right.
Really nothing. I
Wait
just
till
want
we
to say
get
hello to
started.
Sergeant Church.
What's your name, my friend?
All right, does everybody have their equipment logged?
What's up,
Just
Taylor?
check.
Paul Blue.
Yeah.
Paul Blue.
Paul Blue. Paul Blue.
Okay. Sorry, you kind of rolled those together. Okay.
Taylor?
Sounds like Pablo.
It's about to be hectic. I got 6 egg rolls. Okay, I'm gonna eat. all
Jesus,
the
that's a
egg
lot of
rolls.
egg rolls.
Yeah, it is.
Stress eating right there.
Stress eating. Yeah, exactly. I'm stressed out. Okay.
Hey, once we're done logging equipment and we get started with this stuff, if you guys want to take 2 Explorers, 2 Crown Vics, and the Charger over to the run, just park them in the hangar for the time being.
Got it.
I have a Durango out right now.
No,
Cool.
it's whitelisted.
Explorer's
I mean, I've got
man-pounder,
the
I
shared
could take
vehicles,
one.
but yeah,
I mean,
just
I can pull
get
out
some
my
vehicles
Taurus.
over there.
Alrighty.
We're gonna need 5, so.
You want us to go ahead and do that now, or?
I think my
Yeah, might as-
stuff.
might
Just
as
wait.
well.
See, Jimmy, if you're done logging everything, just go upstairs to the classroom. Where you
Yeah,
had your
I think it
interview done.
is. I don't know if you want to double check.
This is on your profile too.
Yeah.
And 2 chargers.
Did you save it?
Yes.
What's your ID?
8853. Samurai. Oh yeah, I do want to
I mean,
put Rush
just
on.
I mean for shared. I'm going off shared vehicles.
Good
I got
mix.
2 explorers, 2 Vics, and
And a chart.
All right, Booty. Who ran you through that, Booty? Where's Booty? Come over here.
Through it.
Oh, okay. Who ran Jimmy through it?
What did you do, Jimmy?
I don't know.
Come over here.
I think I did it.
Might
Right.
not be something he did. Come over here, both of you.
What do you mean?
Oh, I might need cash.
I just need these 2, Colnelli.
Yeah, I just ran them through like the profile part. I haven't run them through the actual like evidence part of it. Yeah, that's what I was about
they
to
need
do.
to be logged.
I'm
in the
Pedigan,
evidence
so
report.
I was trying to. Yeah, I was
I
getting.
mean, I have
to that,
money, but I
was
just need an
Pedigan,
ATM.
so.
Okay.
Right,
If
now
you're
we're
getting to it,
going
that's fine.
to-
Get that portion done. He'll be good to go.
No more 240.
So now what you're gonna do? With
Nope, just an application.
you're gonna go to the evidence tab, right?
You're right clicking.
That's why.
On the
The
right.
evidence the left. Evidence tab.
Oh, okay. Yep.
The right corner.
All right, the red one, new. Yeah.
And then it says type. You're gonna click on weapon
It's not
in the
letting
drop down
me-
menu where it says type.
Yeah,
on
it's
weapon.
up.
And then for the identifier, it's going to be your serial number. So you're gonna grab your serial number, and the first one should be your Glock. So you're gonna put that serial number where it says serial number, and then the weapon type is gonna be Glock 22. And then you can just delete the incident report extra space thing right there. Let me know when you're done with that.
And how you feeling about it? Okay, good. Remember, ask questions.
And then
And then
delete
under
the
the
incident. You said.
Yeah,
said
delete
go-
the incident part.
Okay.
But and then after that, you're gonna go into where it says description and put in PD issued Glock 22. Let me know when you're done with that.
Yep.
And click save.
Alright, so how'd you make out?
And then you're gonna do that for each
Oh, there he is, I found him.
item that has a serial
So
number.
make sure that your
Serial number, the type of weapon it is,
tasers are
and
Okay, Glock's
and
loaded, taser's ready to go.
the description
My
of
radio
what
set.
the item is.
Oh, okay. So then I would do the taser under the same weapon and all that stuff. Okay.
1 through 5.
Let me know when you're finished. I'll be right here.
Okay.
Oh my god, I have no food on me. Oh wait.
Yeah, so I have, the way I have it set up right now is my Glock's in 1, tasers in 2, nightsticks 3, flashlights 4, radios 5.
Okay, there you go. Alright, sweet. What's up, Wilson? You good, bud?
Thank you for showing me that.
What's up, bud? Big for what?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Oh, beard.
Oh, the hair, the stuff that Kilo doesn't have on his head.
Yeah. Yes. Is that Kilo or Keo?
I think that's Kilo. Is that Kilo?
Alright, so if you're good, dude, if you're all loaded up, then there's a conference room at the end of the hall. You can go and hang out in there.
Okay, perfect.
Alright. Other way, dude. Other way, dude. Oh, dude. Okay.
Radio check.
Alright. Paul. So one, think about call sign and then space, whatever your call sign is.
Alright, my guy's done.
Oh, nice.
Got 2 explorers and a Vic out now, but all the other spots
Flash
are
that badge and
taking
let's see.
up phones, so
What's your state
I'm
ID?
gonna come out.
7284.
There you go, Paul. Paul,
we got 'em all. We got 'em all
now,
situated upstairs with their
down
equipment and
at the
everything.
end. Follow them. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I did not get a badge.
Alright, good deal.
Adam, look up your profile for template.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I put it in the cadet chat. Alright, good deal. Good job, Booty. Gentlemen, let me talk to you 2 real quick.
Oh, I didn't get a badge. Did I get a badge?
Yep. So Keo, go ahead and get one, and then.
Right,
make
so you
sure
got
All
your
right. I think I'm done.
I already did that actually.
Perfect. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
Just make sure you get.
I'm not seeing the other ones that you did, so you only just did one.
You get.
Oh, I gotta do.
I'll personally.
Yeah, you gotta do it for each.
Oh, I
item.
gotta do new for each one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So which one do you see? Just nightstick?
Yeah, that's the nightstick I'm looking at right
Okay.
now.
Alright.
My apologies.
James, so
No,
if
you're
you're
good.
good, you can head down to the end of the hallway in that room, that conference room down there.
Yeah, that's why it's the
Is this
the
our buddy?
most tedious part of it all, because you gotta just
Okay,
log them
alright, come here,
that
my dude.
way. Each item.
Alright, so if you third eye that ledge right there that I'm looking at. There, right there. Over here. Over here.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're looking. Okay, you got. All right. So you're gonna grab your Glock, your taser, your flashlight, your nightstick.
That'd be in my head like 2 seconds.
5 boxes of ammo for your Glock.
There you are.
You're gonna get 5 taser
Where's
cartridges.
for you? Oh, me? Yeah, I heard you
Get
talking.
your handcuffs.
What did I do? I didn't do nothing.
Your handcuff key.
Nothing. I was just
Get
looking.
yourself a vest, some IFAKs,
Where'd it go?
a notebook, and a camera.
There you go.
And I think that should be good.
Just have him look up Cook's profile to see how it's done.
No,
That's what I did.
I told him how.
Did you get all that?
I walked him through it. He just didn't know that he had to do it for each individual item. He got the first one, so.
Okay.
So now we're just working through the other ones.
Wherever she is.
Just give me a vocalization with an update.
Barney Boy's back
For your
somewhere.
badge as well.
I need to have a little word with old Barney boy.
Oh, and you gave me fries.
Come to the good
Okay,
side,
that was
Wilson.
nice, yeah.
I was on the good side.
Just trying to get rid of stuff.
I will.
Okay, I appreciate
I
it.
used to be on the quote-unquote good side.
And then so your
Believe it or not, I was
spots
here before the
1
lot
through
of you.
5 are your hotkeys.
I know.
I set up.
I used to be
you're
on
gonna figure
BCS
it out on
Slow.
your own.
Alright, there you
My
go.
Glock is 1, my taser is 2, my flashlight is 3, my nightstick is 4, and my badge is 5.
What city? It's gonna be rush hour.
You want to do it? What works for you?
All right.
And then you're gonna draw.
I think it's a mix, to be honest.
Is this starting right on 6?
Your weapon with all those boxes. And then you're gonna do the same for your taser, and then you're gonna have like 3 cartridges left over.
I was just wondering if I had enough time to mentally feed myself.
How to assign those to the keys? I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Now
So
let's head up
just
to the
when
classroom name.
They're
What you
in your
doing?
inventory. If you flex your tab muscle, those first 5 spots from left to right, like you're reading a book, are spots 1 through 5.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you want them to be, whatever you feel like you're gonna want to be 1 through 5,
Oh, for
place them
fuck's
in those
sake, I'm
spots.
so sorry.
Make sure your taser and gun's loaded.
I used to be on
Alright.
the kilo side.
Good man, I always forget that that's a thing.
Bet you didn't know that.
Oh.
Yep.
Your gun can hold
got a spider on your
5
foot.
boxes. Taser
Who,
can
me?
hold
Yeah,
3
something.
cartridges.
Oh, really?
I
I
tried to
didn't know
finish
that
up.
taser could hold more. That's dope.
Yeah, it's either 3 or 2.
I need to organize this
What is-
shit, bro.
Oh, wait, you can sit on that seat. Excuse me.
What?
You are cocked.
About equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so tempting. But I respect Kilo too much. He helped me a lot when I first flew in. So.
Just remember,
It's true.
right now,
You
Wilson,
sit down.
you were out. You were out.
I don't know yet, man.
Would you mind speaking up?
Hello, Quinny.
He's always outnumbered.
Yeah, fair.
Back patio, 2nd floor, so you don't want to jump on.
Who are we waiting on?
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna give you a little encouragement
All right. Perfect.
spiel, and I'm gonna let Corporal Cook take over and teach y'all the way.
Try to get the money back for you.
Yeah, he got it.
Ugh, not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous.
They need to make it go a bit quicker.
You
To
Irish?
make it go a bit quicker.
Me?
No, not even him. That's red beard.
I was gonna say, did the fucking red hair give it away?
I am indeed.
I've been watching a lot of Outlander, so I was wondering.
Oh, have you?
Oh yeah.
About as red-headed
Lost is getting the shivers. Bro, it's just new. I don't want to fuck up, you know.
Should we be on radio?
We are on TAC 9.
I believe I'll have to go on duty to use the radio.
Yep.
Oh, I was told not to.
Just quickly go on duty, get on TAC 9, and then go
Oh,
off.
and then get yoink off? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yoink it off.
I don't know how to go on duty.
Please don't yoink it off.
Yoinking.
You said tag.
Yoinking duty.
Hey, firm.
Yeah, this is the last one.
How do I get on duty to do that?
Think about speed duty.
Oh yeah, I logged 4,000th of an hour.
Is there a reason you have that taser in your hand, Cadet?
Nope. I was loading it, but I thought it went away.
Things are tricky.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
I was just wondering if you were thinking about using it on somebody.
Just so I have this right, I make a report for the issued equipment. I list all the serial numbers in the report and screenshots or pictures of the serials as well.
Yeah, I applied about almost over 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And, I got a message today regarding like I need to do my academy training or I'm gonna be fired. And no one had contacted me.
Oh.
Okay.
And am I doing that with the Glock, taser, nightstick, and flashlight? Okay.
Oh, you said take a photo of them? Okay.
Are all cadets?
Did it work?
What the fuck?
Show me your badge and we'll see.
How the fuck?
So for all cadets, make sure to take visual pictures of your Glock, your nightstick,
Fantastic.
your flashlight, and your taser. Do each one individually.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
And paste it into the email evidence.
All right, perfect.
And then from there, you just log it as weapon, flashlight as other. And then on your profiles.
What's up, Sojo? Feel strong, man. Bro, I'm like, I don't know.
Have you already gone through your equipment?
Yeah. Just explain to me outside.
All right, you've got it all, and you're all set.
Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and grab you a seat or a spot, anyway.
Pretty much, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we got number 6 out there.
Okay, so we got 6. Got it.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt. You're just making sure he's got.
Kilo, you with us?
Okay, good deal. Once he's done,
Yeah.
in the classroom, we'll get started here soon.
So pretty much what I was telling Cook.
How the fuck do I
I'd
crop
like to
this down?
Observe as much as possible. If y'all need me to jump in somewhere, I don't mind doing that. But like I said, I'm just trying to learn how to do what y'all do so I can do it on my end.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, dude, hold on.
So what did you stop at?
I'm not sure if Wilson's gonna be here for the whole thing.
Hey, welcome in.
He might. I don't know.
Sounds good. So I got Glock, taser, appreciate it, sir. Glock, taser, nightstick, flashlight, handcuffs, handcuff key, radio, 3 taser, 1 badge, 1 notepad.
I wish you guys could sit on these damn chairs, but I guess not.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, fortunately not. We really got
anybody by.
It's alright. Ain't gonna hurt him to stand.
Oh, okay. Just one camera.
Why isn't this working now?
That's why I ran out of money. Alright, so we're good. I don't need IFAX, anything.
No. Okay, so
pistol ammo?
I just started.
We actually have to put our equipment in the email chain too.
Hey, did everyone here load up their firearms?
Yes.
I did.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, mine's loaded.
Jimmy, did you load yours up?
No. No, not yet.
Load up.
Yeah, just load up if you got it.
Oh.
I need more taser cartridges.
Why am I fucking dropping
Go ahead and
frames?
third eye this. Get in the
There's
armory.
a couple up there, and then the LSPD guy as well. So.
All right.
Just make sure you let.
Are you in it?
Yeah.
As well, so I'm not just.
All right.
All
You're
right,
gonna
I'll
want to
tell him
get
to.
yourself
Okay.
a Glock, taser, nightstick,
So.
Alright, so new evidence
handcuffs,
report?
SO badge.
Okay. Evidence report. You're gonna fill out.
Why am I dropping
Glock,
frames,
taser.
dude?
Yep.
Nice.
This is almost.
SO badge.
3 IFAX, 3
have
chest
I
armor.
know, it's being fucking weird, bro.
Obviously, your identifier is gonna be your serial number. Description is gonna be what the description.
What'd you say? 3 of what?
I don't know
3
why it's so
IFAX
fucking
and 3
high.
chest armor.
So Glock 22, instant report. I put my badge number and name.
No, it's not a report. It's under evidence. So.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm in evidence. Manage
So
evidence,
under
weapon
the
type.
identifier is
Yeah.
the serial number.
Okay.
And the weapon type.
Okay, so I can just delete the instant report number.
All right.
Yes.
5 boxes
Assuming.
of pistol ammo and 5 taser
Okay,
cartridges.
description. Do I need the description on there?
Description is going to be PD issue Glock, and then the description is going to be like your nightstick,
No,
taser,
I haven't done
whatever
this
you're filling
portion
the
yet.
serial
Right. So
number.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Do we need to take a picture of it as well?
I just need you guys to listen to this.
Did you get those 2 items?
Yep.
And then make
All
sure
right,
you
get
say
yourself
that
a
when
flashlight,
she
camera,
does it.
notepad, handcuff key, and
Okay,
radio.
alright. Maklashevsky.
The awkward thing can happen is if there's another officer at another PD buying at the exact same time, because sometimes
Does that look alright?
that can cause a conflict.
How
But
do you spell your
typically,
last name?
anything that you buy, like your
Oh.
weapon,
Did you get
SHEF.
those items?
It's right at the top of the list on
taser,
in the evidence.
What was the first one?
and your
The
Flashlight, camera, notepad, handcuff key, and a radio.
For taser, for nightstick, all of it, right?
You all good, Jimmy?
All right, I got
I have
those.
to get ammo. I guess I ran out of money.
Back out of
Okay,
it.
all right, good.
Just
How
waiting
many
for-
boxes did you get?
I didn't get any.
All right, yeah, just go buy that real quick. I think he's finished. You're
Make
finished
sure.
buying stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
good deal.
We just got a
Yeah,
lock.
Jimmy, just buy 5 taser cartridges, load up 2, and then buy like 6 boxes of ammo, load all of them up.
All right.
All right, and what's your state ID by chance? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know the pop.
Deal.
I think 150.
Your name?
Joe have a.
What do I do? Use?
So Manny, when you flex your F1 muscle, does that give you the option to look at your MDW?
How do you spell your last name?
Okay.
So when we're
Joe.
outside,
J-O-E.
I don't want it to be
What
too
you're gonna
cluttered
do
in there,
is-
so
And your first name?
if Taylor's trying to observe
J-O-H-I-V.
email chain that you should have access to, there's a
J-O
thread
what?
called evidence.
I am gonna need you guys to bring some.
H-I-V-A.
When we document this stuff, and then this goes for any call that we're ever on and that we respond to, we will capture things like that and we'll document it as such. And sometimes, like We'll take a look at what they have in their
Stick. Do a handcuffs
Such a
have a serial
naughty
number?
Muslim.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Flashlight. Do we need to mark that as well? Okay.
No.
Go ahead and
So let's go ahead and buy there's the flashlight
in
as
that
one
chain
of
of
that
evidence,
wire in
okay?
there.
serial number
So
doesn't
what
matter.
I'm asking you to do right
So
now
I'll
is
take
to
that from you
document
and throw
the
it in the
unique
trash.
identification number
Yeah.
for that equipment, and then we're gonna log it into that MDW, and then we're gonna document it under your profile. Does that make sense thus far?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Question.
Go.
Do you want us to take the mental
Alright.
images that we took and post them in the evidence?
See if
in the
it's
Discordia?
matching your state.
Yes, because then what you're W, do you see where there's an evidence?
Alright,
boost?
come over
Whenever
here.
Shackle's finished, you and Ferris and Colnelli could go and get vehicles and bring them over to the
Yeah,
hangar.
right side, the little
We need
tap things
7
is
of them
evidence.
there.
So when you go in there, and when we do this all the time, right? The very first thing that it defaults to, it should be like a bullet casing. If you call one up.
Alright, I think I'm fully loaded.
Would I use the unique identifier to look that up?
Well, don't get ahead of me, okay? Just follow these steps right now. But when you go to make one of those, it defaults and it says bullet casing. You want to change that to photo, okay? So you're going to hit that drop down in your MDW and change it from bullet casing to photo. Now, that link from that image that you uploaded from your mental image,
Oh, I sort of heard
you're
you
going to
whisper,
copy that image and you can see where you can post that there. Does this all make sense to you?
Kinda.
Yeah.
You're kind of losing me though, because I'm not
Okay.
seeing
Yeah.
a drop down.
Okay, so
Just click on the text.
How
yep,
do you take the
where it
mental
says
image?
bullet casing, that becomes a drop down.
With the camera.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
Okay, so change that to photo.
Okay.
And then
Okay, I got
the
you.
other identification stuff we want to get specific on, but you can just say someone help me out. What do we want? How do we want to phrase that?
What's that, Shackle?
When we're documenting our personal effects.
What, like your like your pictures or what?
Yes, yeah. For specifically our equipment, how do we want to?
Just blink real hard on your equipment and
No, I just what do you want to name it? Give me a physical name.
I just do their name and equipment. Just
Okay.
examples of how to log it in the evidence report in Cadet chat. If you guys need to look at that.
Yeah. Okay. I see how this works.
Okay.
I think.
And then, but the most important part is just it's that photo, like, and then you want to save it when you're done. That's that little green tab above.
Did you miss it all?
We're not, you know,
Nah,
it's.
Nah, I think I got it.
But that's typically how you would do each one of these things. But for right now, right, the most important part is your Glock, your taser, and your baton.
And the flashlight.
And your flight, yes, but I don't know.
Should be 4 pieces of equipment.
Yeah, I'm not, you know, I'm usually worried about the other 3 more than, but yes, you are correct, sir.
From emails,
if we get our flashlights stolen, people can use them to pick up evidence on crime scenes.
Oh yeah, good call.
From from our emails from evidence, do you just copy image or do you copy link?
It's the link to the image, yes, because that's where you're gonna post there, because you can see where it becomes, where it falls into that spot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Once you paste it in the URL section, it'll pop up the picture.
It'll populate. Correct.
I got it.
All right. Is everyone following suit, or is anyone lost and needs more specific information?
In the example in Discordia, it has a report number.
Yeah, ignore the report number.
Yep. No.
Ignore
Yeah,
the
we don't have
report number.
We're not doing that. Yep.
It's just I do an extra step and have it all my stuff logged in a regular report. You can do that later if you'd like to. Just ignore that.
But for the sake of getting the academy up and running and making sure that your stuff is documented, God forbid anything happens to any of you tonight, we want to make sure that police issued equipment is always accounted for. Just like if anything ever happened to you and if it was stolen or taken from you, you always report that.
I've got news for you. You are
Let
mine
that be known now.
You belong to
As
me.
internal affairs,
Phil,
yes, please.
thank you so much for the fucking raid, man.
That's why we're doing
Hello,
this. Okay?
Hello, motherfucker.
That's why we're doing this, because
Where is...
we cannot let this equipment get out on the street.
Nice stick flashlight. Did I not do a fucking...
Screw you. I tried.
Hello. Is it me?
All right, Danny, you with us? You good? Bud?
Yeah.
All right, Cook. We have
Okay.
Crown
Other
Vic, 2
BCSO, my
Explorers, and
friends,
2
you were all
Chargers over
good.
at the
They were
airfield
following
right now.
suit.
We're
You're
gonna wait and
documenting.
get
Yes.
a couple
You need
other
me to
ones
shut up
that
as
come
you
over
were.
when you guys shuttle everybody over.
Perfect.
Mine's done, we should be good with what you got there, because I know we're going to be driving our own cars.
Run.
Yeah.
Once they get
Well,
finished up,
what's up?
we'll get done with,
Hello. I'm
Joe
sorry.
Out there, we'll get started.
Hold on, guys.
I'll go move vehicles with him as soon as he's
They're
finished.
they are clear with that. They got like 6 over there, 5 or 6
Oh.
over there. We're just gonna use whatever else we bring over there. We should be
Bruh.
with vehicles.
Love it.
Excuse me.
Yep, you're up. Yep.
Why am I only seeing 2 reports?
Evidence reports.
I gotta grab ammo. Grab ammo.
I don't think they're doing full-on reports. They're just documenting into evidence right now.
Not my show today.
Yeah.
The report thing is an extra step that they can go forward with in the future.
Hey, Cook, come here.
Yep.
All right. I think I got it.
We need any...
All right. Does anybody want me to check what they're doing, or we think we're good?
I think mine's all good.
I'm all done.
Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Cadet Lawson, do you get to? Hi. Hello. No, I don't. I get to wear this. This is Jimmy Lawson's outfit. Can I get a hi? Welcome in. Oh, let's Junior, do not spam it tonight. I swear I will time you.
You guys already
the fuck
loaded up
out.
all your duty weapons? Did I miss that?
Yes.
Yep, all done.
So, those of you that are finished with that,
That looks
while you're
long.
waiting, if you want to, you can go a step further. And under
How
your
you
own
find it?
profile,
It's
you can document those
nerve-wracking a
same
little bit.
numbers.
Just because of everything.
do that later. That way we don't have somebody trying to. finish
I'm
it and
dead
like,
serious,
okay,
Junior.
go
If you
ahead
keep
and everybody
spamming it,
else
bro,
just
I'm gonna mute you.
evidence and then leave it alone. You can go back and add it to your profile.
This is like your last warning.
I'm sorry, Sarge, I could barely hear you, but I think you say you want them to hold off on that?
Yes.
All right,
Hold off.
perfect.
Because I do have to listen.
Do that on your
Check
own
on booty.
time.
I'm fine with you doing it
That way
every
we can
once in
get
a while,
started and get
but
this thing rolling.
you know, I don't want it back to back.
Just a little thing from me when it comes to logging, I would personally recommend both evidence and profile. Just because then you got that extra layer of protection.
Oh, bet you miss. Yeah, evidence storage. I mean, I don't know how. They do a lot more intense stuff. Thank you so much for the follow, energy. I
and if you still
appreciate
get
it.
So make sure you do a report because I personally
they-
detailed reports. If you don't do that, I'm also going to shout at you.
For a lot of shit. Nice try.
much as Quinn,
Nice
though.
try,
Quinn does it
busted.
well.
I don't shout. I
favorite-
just
it's my favorite
tell
thing.
other people to shout for me. It's great.
See, I'm the nice cop. I don't yell.
I don't yell. I just make other people yell for me.
Yep, me too.
I want to kill your spirit.
You and Marconi have a particular knack for that.
Yeah.
And who was that new guy, Jebediah? He had a knack for that as well.
Yep.
Oh damn.
Why is Andrew Tate?
Yeah, damn's right. All right, so we're waiting on one more to finish his evidence logging, and then out there, and then he'll come in here, and if everyone else is finished, then we'll get started.
Damn, y'all had a big ass academy.
It's 7 cadets.
Plus Max over there. So 8
Listen.
cadets.
Listen, Purple Rain. Be quiet.
All right.
Why is your hair that color?
What do you mean?
It's unnatural.
It's not
it's in
purple.
our SOPs. to
It's
have natural.
lavender.
Lavender's not natural either.
Lavender.
Is that
Lavender.
It's a smell.
No, it's worse.
No,
it's Gatto.
It's Gatto, yeah.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Westwood,
It
I
is.
think. I think Westwood retired.
It's Nate.
Nah, Westwood's on LOA. Westwood's
Nate.
actually got
It's
a
Nate
shred
Evans.
of decency.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
joking around.
Westwood's brain kind of fried. It's sad.
Well, Gato didn't say partner 57 times, so I didn't. That's why I didn't know his name.
That's a good point. Hey, partner. How's it going, partner? Look, partner.
The sad part is he only does that to you guys.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
know.
kind of stereotypical.
Yeah.
Hey, partner. It's very artificial. All right, I'll be in my head for just a second. All right.
Scary place.
Gonna step out in the hallway and load my duty.
Sounds pretty empty to me.
You can load it in here. It'll be all right.
All right.
Famous last words.
That being said, if you shoot me, you're fired
Yeah, that's another one.
on the spot.
If you shoot me, I'm shooting you.
Yes, Pop.
Yeah. If you shoot me,
draw
I'm bringing
faster.
out my shotgun and shooting you up.
I have a paintball gun in my
Where do you
locker.
hide that shotgun?
Shelby.
My lock storage, as it should be.
Hi, Shelby.
You ain't started
Shoot
yet.
that guy.
Not
I'm not
yet.
shooting that guy.
All right,
Come
so
on.
all
He's gonna whip
all
it
the
out of the
instructors,
desk.
let me speak to you out here right quick. All the instructors.
Instructors, what's going on? Just came back.
Gato, what's up?
The lieutenant just woke up.
Is there food downstairs?
Not on your head, dipshit.
Oh. Anybody got extra food and water?
Yeah.
All mine bad.
Come here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Why am I fucking lagging, dude? It's gonna piss me off. Yeah, dude, I don't know why the fuck I'm so low right now. It's pissing me off. I thought we dropped you in the grave. I reckon you just come back now. Dude, I don't know why it's so fucking high. I really don't. Makes no sense, dude. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming or
Ran out of
what.
money again.
As in, like, in your bank money?
I don't know. Yeah, like just in total. Yep. I was
Need
buying a
some?
gun
I
and
could
then-
send you some.
I think I'm alright right now. I mean, I'll have to get some more ammo, but I was they told me to buy repair kits and they're like $600 a piece, and it just kind of fucking drained me. So, and then I ran out of money trying to buy ammo.
What's your PayPal?
382.
There you go.
Holy shit! Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll pay you back. Who was that?
You don't need to pay it back.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Get some more ammo.
Yeah, I know. That's
Oh,
I don't understand. I don't know if it's because I need to
133
update
rounds, I
stuff
think it's
or
fine.
what, dude. If I can just get through the academy,
Actually, I'll buy another box.
then
just
I'll
in case.
fucking I'll figure it out after.
Sorry.
Come back to
You're fine.
us. I really don't know why it's fucking bottlenecking, dude. No, CPU was fucking high, but my GPU was low. Nah, I didn't clear cache. Maybe that's why.
I think IFAX they heal food. and
But
water.
nothing's come undone. Like nothing
just-
is.
I think
It's
you're-
all good. I'm using Windows 10, not 11. It does take long. Yeah, if I can just get through the academy portion, then I'll fucking clear my cache out and everything. And then hopefully that's what it is. I did a GPU update right before this.
Run.
Are you on Radio 9?
Settings should be the same.
Tactical channel, it's mine. Play in the chat.
Oh, that was the one we were told to get on.
Gentlemen.
Oh, I wonder
Nice
if
to
it's
meet y'all.
this.
I'm Sergeant Kilo, the head FTO here for BCSO. I want to give you a quick pep talk before they come in and we get started. All right, we're gonna try to go as quickly as possible, so try to listen, pay attention, and be on point here, or else they'll be here for hours trying to get you all through this. We don't want
Who's
that.
been later?
All right.
Can I just
so,
piggyback off of that, Kilo?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So there is going to be a test at the end of this academy. So if you need to take notes, so this isn't a pain. Yeah, I'm sorry. This isn't a huge process at the end. Okay. So make sure you're paying attention, please. We're going to go through the classroom portion,
It's really not that
procedures,
bad,
stuff
though.
like that. All right. Does everybody understand? Everybody's paying attention right now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good deal. We have
I
everybody
wanna-
here that needs to be here.
We got Sergeant Quinn back over there in that corner over there. He's our drill Sergeant Quinn. He's gonna yell at you. So put on your thick skin. We got Lieutenant Sutton behind me. I can't point that way. He's our commanding officer right now. And we got these fine Sergeant Wilson from LSPD. Yeah, of course, Mr. Shackle, and then Miss Taylor, right?
Yep.
Just
You
keep
guys got
flashing
new
that picture up
vests?
there for these
Nice.
Yeah. Just every like 15 minutes.
So I actually have to go. I have to
That'll
fly
keep
out.
their
So Corporal Cook here is going to be running the show.
Hey,
for you.
I pushed the fuck out of that vest for you guys, all right? Fuck yeah, I'm glad your guys' vest came back.
right?
Office, man. Like,
So
we have a training room that's
I
like.
just want to give you my normal spiel that I always give new people is we're going to give you professionalism and we're going to expect the utmost respect from you guys. We're going to earn that from you as well. You're going to have to earn it yourself. But that's our expectations of you: professional, respectful, and you're going to give your all. If there's any issues at any time during your training, let any of your supervisors, corporal, sergeant, and up know. If you have any issues with any FTOs or any issues like that, you can come to me or any commanding officer whatsoever can help you with that. So don't be afraid. We're going to communicate with you. We're going to give you feedback, not just positive, but negative. So expect that. We're not being critical of you. We're not trying to drag you down. We're trying to make you better, and you're not going to get better.
Shelby fucked it up already.
All right?
Oh, God.
Did you let them know who you are?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That must have been before I walked in.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Corporal Cook here, you're going to turn you into fantastic police officers.
We'll try.
Sergeant Quinn's going to yell at you and make you cry. It'll be a good time. You'll have a good night.
Take it easy, Kilo. Alrighty. So I'll get started on some of the document stuff. If you guys want to mention a few things through it, we can do that. But let me get started here and pull it up. We're waiting for Sutton to get back here. What's up, dude? You just hanging in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to get started. Let me make sure I'm starting with the right section here. Important commands. Is that part of this? Okay, so a few things in here. We've already got you guys loadouts taken care of. All that's logged on evidence. Uniform guidelines and policies. So cadets will all be able to find their specific department uniform guidelines on law enforcement master roster. When on the roster, direct. Oh, okay, Sutton.
Excuse me.
All good. When on the roster, direct
I have a
uniform policy tab. Sometimes there's a little
3060
bit of
Ti.
troubles with those import codes, but obviously you guys have your uniform set already. This is what you'll be wearing during your road training, so
Come back. It's been long
that.
enough.
Just make sure if you guys are clocking out during your training that you take your uniform off and put your equipment away, okay? Yeah, everyone here has a locker. It's behind the armory. Uniforms will either be displayed with catalog numbers, generated code made by the department. Okay, we'll skip that part. You'll find on the master rosters a few different tabs there. You can see different rosters. You can see the 10 codes, all the documents you can look at, which I advise that you do look at when you're sitting around here waiting for an FTO, such as SOPs and policies and stuff like that. And then there's a section for commands. So everybody has their own ways of doing things with their muscles. We're not going to go through that tonight, but you know, when you are with your FTO, ask questions
I don't know if it's
and
gonna
see if there's any
make me
other
fly out, though.
more efficient ways to have your muscles set up to be able to do certain things while you're on duty. But again, we'll wait for that while we're on the road, okay? Any questions so far on that?
No, sir.
Okay, next section is going to be radio usage and etiquette. All first responders in the state of San Andreas communicate through the internal dispatch system. If you think of /chat, you can write a message up there, as well as on specific radio channels by using 10 codes in plain speech. So as far as 10 codes go, we prefer you use 10 codes. A lot of people do use plain speech. You can do that as long as it is clear and concise. So we don't want a bunch of people talking about what restaurants are open, where they're planning on going, or when they're off duty, or anything like that, because that's just
Which
nonsense.
one?
We need what you're doing to be clear and concise. It needs to be informative, and that's it. Is everyone clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Does anybody want to add to that? Alrighty.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
just make sure that whenever you are saying what you're doing, that you're putting in a location as well. Everybody should know what street they're on. It's not that hard to figure out what big, monument or anything you're near to tell officers what you're doing. Like if
Yeah,
you're
shader quality is
38
normal.
and where you are, because just telling me what you're doing isn't helpful.
Yeah, what we don't is
Oh, and post
something we
that.
don't
And
want
that's normal,
is
too.
we don't want you calling out something like, "Oh, shots fired on me," and then radio goes quiet. Like we need 20s, we need directions, especially when we're in pursuits. We need to hear the direction where we're going. Again, that'll be something you'll go through with your FTO. Go ahead, Oshevsky.
Is there ever Signal 100 called?
I'm pretty sure Signal 100 exists now. It didn't when I started, I don't think, but they'll kind of just say break, and the radio will go quiet for that. So
Well, when I had them up high in the other
heard
city,
an actual
I
Signal
would
100
fucking
go into
bottleneck
effect over
like
the radio.
crazy.
So the channels that we work on, we're going to have one for primary, which is central, and then second, number 2 is secondary and county. We don't really roll on TAC 2 anymore. It may change in the future. I'm not sure. TAC 3 is for EMS, 10 is for corrections, and 11 is for tow. Anything between 3 and 10 or 3 and 11, including 10, are extra TAC. So if you guys are doing bank robberies or any chases, stuff like that, you guys will, you'll hear TAC being called out to switch to, so we can keep things kind of clear on TAC 1.
But it's so weird
You'll
because
see
I
that
was
once you're out in
fine
the field.
before I flew in today. Like I flew in a couple
Any further
times.
questions on the radio stuff?
No.
And just so everybody knows too, Cook, just for all you guys too, TAC 2 is coming back.
Is it? Nice.
Yes, we've stressed enough to the undersheriff. The undersheriff is going to allow us to use it again. Us in command can actually start using it any time. I think that we'll announce it here in the next few days as far as anybody below lieutenant rank that can go to TAC 2 when they're on duty.
Nice. That's fantastic. I think that'll be pulling some people back into the county again.
No, I got nothing running.
Alrighty, so next section is going to be use of force. So we have 5 different levels of force. It's going to start with officer presence. Second's going to be verbal communication. Third will be physical control. Fourth is less than lethal force, and 5 is lethal force. So, officer presence is obviously, showing a presence, and then verbal communication, using your voice, trying to de-escalate the situation. And then if that doesn't work, obviously you have physical control, which could be hand to hand. Motherfucker. Your baton can be considered physical. Tackling is physical.
Yep.
And then less than lethal. Is the baton less than lethal or is it physical? It's less than lethal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 4.
Okay. My mistake. Less than lethal will be the baton because that thing would knock people out. All right. And then obviously number 5 is lethal. So, they pull a
You
gun,
didn't
you
get
pull
me,
the gun.
though.
If they're coming at you with a knife, you're probably going to pull your gun. Me, I like to swing my baton because I avoid the lawsuit if it turns into one. Use of force levels. Level 1, officer presence. Uniformed officers, marked patrol vehicles usually gives enough persuasion for a subject to comply with the LEO's order. Verbal communication, clear and understandable directions issued by an LEO used to notify a subject's warnings to give them a reason to comply. These orders should last for roughly 3 seconds long when issuing them in a clear, concise manner. Example, sir/miss, stop or you will be tased, stop or you will be tased, police, drop the gun or you will be shot, taser, taser, taser. Level 3, physical control, soft techniques, a technique to be used that will consequent and low chance of injury to the subject. Tackling, pushing, hard techniques, a technique that may cause tissue damage, fractures, concussion, punching, and kicking. So those would be your soft and hard techniques. Less than lethal force pertains to usage of PD issued equipment like taser, nightstick, beanbag rounds.
I'm gonna try that after.
There's a possibility the usage of this equipment may cause low to severe injury to an individual. Again, I've never tased a person enough times that they've gone down, at least not in this city, but if you hit them with that baton, at least the second time, they're going to be knocked out. All right. Next one's going to be lethal force. Lethal force is using PD-issued weapons that will cause serious bodily harm and in some cases death. This would be in the form of firearms, assault rifles, and shotguns. Okay. Any questions on that so far? Go ahead. 904 is it?
Oh, sorry, wrong key.
King, did you have a question?
Sorry, I hit the wrong.
Speak up. Speak up.
Can't hear you, King.
Yeah, make sure you guys are shouting in here.
He hit the wrong muscle.
Okay.
Alrighty. Next, we're going to have the Ask, Tell, Make. Ask, Tell, Make is a model which law enforcement should follow when it comes to interacting with the public. Law enforcement officers are expected to be polite and courteous while interacting with civilians and subjects. However, an officer shouldn't be afraid to issue orders or carry out the appropriate amount of force needed to maintain control of a scene. In layman's terms, ask, tell, make means that officers should first politely ask the individual to follow the order, rephrase the statement, and tell the subject if they refuse, and lastly, make them follow your order if they continue to resist. So we want to make sure we stick to that pretty well, because we don't want to escalate things very quickly. We want to follow the ask, tell, make. So, up here in the county, we definitely like to keep things as cordial as possible and talk with them. Your voice is your most important tool, so I expect you to use it that way. Any questions on the ask, tell, make before we go into the 3-2-1 rule?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right, so the 3-2-1 rule. This is probably one of the most important things that you will be doing in your time here as a law enforcement officer. This will come into play in almost every situation because, we chase a lot of suspects. So the 3-2-1 rule, this rule essentially ensures LEOs are exercising their use of force correctly. We are mandating that all LEOs follow the 3-2-1 rule. As a disclaimer, obviously LEOs are to give lawful commands to individuals each time before taking action. What this means is when an individual is fleeing on foot from LEOs, you are to tackle them at least 3 times before resorting to a taser. And after 3 tackles, you have been exhausted. You are to tase them at least 2 times. After the 2 taser usages are exhausted, you are to either handcuff them the next chance you get or utilize your nightstick. However, you are to only handcuff them if stationary or on the ground without compliance if all other options were exhausted and they did not give up. So you want to go over the whole tasing thing?
I sure can. So you want me to read where you at? Taser uses and guidelines.
Just the thing you say about cuffing and tasing and
Okay.
stuff.
Yes. Okay. So when you're out on a foot pursuit and you tase an individual while they're laying on the ground and they're convulsing, of course, from the electrical charge, you do not go in for cuffs. You do not. It's a safety risk. It could hurt them as they're convulsing while you try to put cuffs on them, and it could end up in a lawsuit on you as well. Allow that person to stop convulsing, stand up, and follow the commands that you are given. Stand up, put your hands up, stop running. If they don't, you tase them again. They go down again. You allow them time to stop convulsing, stand up, and comply with the commands before you go straight into cuffs. We do not fast cuff. That even pertains to knocking an individual down. You do not cuff them while they're on the ground.
You will see some people do that, though. Some people do cuff as quick as they can, but that's not how we operate up here.
And if you see that, go talk to your internal affairs officer.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
And if they're laying on the ground, if you lay down and you scream, going for cuff, going for cuffs, going for cuff, that does not make it right. You do not cuff an individual. Give them time to get up, put their hands up, and surrender.
Do you want to go into the guidelines?
We had a question.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. Go ahead, McGills.
Realistically,
McGills,
how often do they ever give up?
If treated fairly and it's a just situation, you'd be surprised at how many times they would finally comply.
I think I would be.
Yeah, we chases get a little crazy sometimes. Some of them you get about 5+ vehicle swaps and it gets crazy.
The one thing
it's
we
also
don't
pretty scary when you got 6+ officers on your tail and in vehicles and all around you. Once you realize you're surrounded, a lot of people do give up.
Give the civilian time to comply to your commands. That's what you should do. It should not be an immediate 5-second tackle, cuff. You give them time to comply.
Go ahead, Oshevsky.
So the 3, 2, 1. You're just we're kind of counting that per scene, right? Not per officer. That way, if there's 6 of us chasing an officer, I see you tackle him once. Another guy tackle him one time, and then we're just kind of following that protocol, right? Not per officer.
So I was gonna say this. So we want to try to at least follow the 3, 2, 1 rule. A lot of us usually do more than 3, 2, 1. I mean, at least for tackles, we probably do 5 or 6 sometimes. It usually, if you're unsure, I would follow it yourself, but a lot of times you're going to be in foot pursuits with other officers that you're witnessing tackling them and tasing them. So, you'll have an idea. If you're unsure, you could ask somebody. I usually ask someone where I inform someone how many times I've tackled or tased them, just to keep that communication going. But again, if you're unsure, I would try to follow that. But, I always like to tackle maybe a couple more than 3 times if it can happen, of course.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, I just it feels like it could get muddy if we're just going per scene and not per person.
Well, also remember too that is a baseline. That's like a minimum baseline.
No.
That's not going to be. You're not going to
can't.
use that every single situation. So you take that baseline and mold it to each individual situation because everything's not going to go the same every time. So just remember that also. Don't remember just because the guy's out there running doesn't mean, oh, wait a minute, let me do my 3 tackles. How many tackles did I do? Don't confuse yourself with that. Just make sure that each situation you're kind of sort of leaning towards that baseline and then going from there and building it as you need.
Alrighty. Did you want to go through the taser guidelines or something?
I sure can. So we got the taser usage and guidelines. While tasers are considered less than lethal, depending on the circumstances, the taser may increase the risk of injury, serious injury, and or death. You will not tase suspects who are elevated above ground or at an unreasonable height on a ladder or on a moving motorcycle. You will give the subject at least 3 warnings and inform them that they will be tased if they do not stop. Do not use your taser to pop tires on fleeing vehicles. Do not taser a suspect while they are already on the ground. Do not deploy your taser from a moving vehicle. Do not taser someone who is swimming in the water. And do not start cuffing someone who has been tased and is still under the effect of the taser. You may taser a suspect out of a vehicle if they refuse to exit the car and the vehicle is stationary. You may taser a suspect who is fleeing to a vehicle or motorcycle or someone who is stationary on a motorbike. Any specific questions there? Anything you need me to reread?
No, sir.
So basically on the water side of it, that's a full body of water. If it's raining outside, of course, that doesn't apply unless they are standing in a body of water, a consistent body of water. Just want to make sure I clarify that.
Yes, sir.
One thing to just add real quick is to make sure if you're tasing through a window that you break that window with your nightstick, with your flashlight, something. You may see that it's broken, but sometimes other people see things a little bit differently, and your taser will just hit that window and it won't do any good. So break that window first before you go in to tase somebody out of a vehicle.
I just seen. So I'd like to introduce everybody too. I didn't see the major until just now. You got Major Riley over here on our right, BCSO. Anything you'd like to say, sir? Can't hear you, boss.
Oh,
Can't hear you, boss.
well, thank
There
you.
go.
Sorry, I had a throat lozenge apparently. Thank you, Lieutenant. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, whoever, wherever you're from. I am Major Riley from Blaine County Sheriff's Office. I'm your Human Resources Commander and third in command to the sheriff. I try to pop into these when I can. The field training team does an incredible job. That whether you're LSPD, BCSO, or state, you're trained correctly. Biggest piece of advice that I can send off to each and every one of you is take your experiences and your exposures, put them in one pocket, and in your other pocket, take all of this new wealth of information that you're learning from our San Andreas and apply it correctly. Don't let past and previous cities shadow what the standard and expectation is here in our area. This is more aimed at the BCSO cadets in this room. Know that you are held to a much higher standard than the LSPD and the state police. That is not a dig. That is not a stab. That is straight fact from the Department of Public Safety. We have a much higher threshold for punishment in the sense of we take our jobs very seriously. We wear these uniforms with pride. Our supervisors and command teams are expected to act appropriately, and so are all of you as cadets, future deputies, and so on. The supervisory corps, the command team put a lot of heart and effort into every single day, and we expect you all to do the same. And I will be as blunt as I possibly can. If you cannot adapt to the standards and expectations of the Blaine County Sheriff's Office, there are 100 people downstairs knocking on the door to wear the uniform you're at. Be thankful, be excited, and work hard. That's all I have for you. I wish you all the best of luck. The undersheriff just popped in himself, and if he has anything for you, if not, man, this is one tiny room.
Here we go.
But any questions for me, the human resources side of things before I depart? I just wanted to pop in, say hi to everybody, and kind of set the clear standard and expectation for the brown uniforms in here.
No, sir.
Perfect. Well, congratulations for being here. You were obviously picked for a reason. Again, if you need help along your phases or have confusion or aren't grasping something, ask for help. It's only going to help us teach you and mold you to the deputies that we need to help protect the city. So keep up the good work. Again, congratulations and best of luck to you, and hopefully we'll see you out in the car here soon. Undersheriff Cap, excuse me, I'm going to step out so we can have some more room, but you all have a good night.
Thank you, Major.
Undersheriff,
howdy.
You got something you'd like to say to the class?
Oh, I'm sure the major covered everything. I don't want to keep everybody here for any particular reason. Just thought I'd pop in, introduce myself. Under Sheriff Valentine. I'm the assistant department head for the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. and just welcome to the department.
Oh, fuck off,
And we're
Seaside.
like to consider ourselves the premier department of the San Andreas. We do good things here, and look forward to seeing what y'all bring to the team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's pretty much it. Don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need something. You see me around. I don't want anybody to be afraid of me or anything like that. So just feel free to reach out if you need anything. If you want any advice on anything, feel free. Very much expectation of this department is you own your career. Nobody's going to handhold you. Nobody's going to babysit you. If you want something, we're here to help facilitate it, but we ain't gonna put a leash on you and drag you along. You're gonna have to tell us what you want. We'll give you the tools, we give you the training, and get you where you want to be. And that includes myself as well. So, like I said, feel free to ask any advice, anything you see me, feel free to. And that goes for any of our command and supervisors. Do the same. Make sure you reach out to them as often as you can, because we got a lot going on, and things can get kind of lost in translation. And so, once again, you're gonna have to own your careers. Any questions for me at this time?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get on out of here, but y'all have a good academy, and look forward to seeing you out there with FTOs.
Thank you, sir. Voice is very calming.
Thank you, Under Sheriff.
All right. Y'all take care now.
All right, I got something to tell you real quick, Under Sheriff.
Yeah, Spider Quinn.
I pulled out your Hill Kitty collection drive.
All right, so we're on section 2.C. You want to go with that one?
I know.
Yeah. Hey, Wilson.
Assuming that you're about to go pull it out.
You want to run through the
Seaside,
when we get there? Do you want to run through the case law stuff?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. So quickly on this section, 2C is going to be the mobile data workstation, or better known as the MDW. If you guys hold your F1 muscle, you'll see MDW right there. That is going to be where you do everything involving writing reports, logging evidence, searching up subjects, anything like that. It's a very, very useful tool. You can see if you guys, let's just everyone open up their MDW real quick. Joe, you with us?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and open up your MDW. All righty. So we'll run through this quickly. The main section is going to be your dashboard. This is where you can see the bulletin board, all the units that are on duty right now. So it separates them by department. On that left side of the dashboard is our active warrants. So we have one at the moment. All right. Next section is going to be profiles. You guys have probably already been through this stuff when you were logging your equipment, at least most of you. That's where you search up state IDs or names, can find people's profiles to see if they're wanted, if they have licenses on their profiles, what employment they have, any warnings, charges they have on their record, where you would log their DNA and fingerprints. Incidents is going to be where you will write all of your arrest reports or traffic citations. Again, we will go through this more with your FTOs. They will explain this to you properly. Reports is going to be just standard reports. If you're involved in some type of a crime scene that has no arrest, but you want the information logged, you would then make a report. If you come across a weed grow, you'd make a report. If somebody reports something stolen or anything like that, it would go in the report section. All right, so incidents is like reports, but a little different. All right, evidence, you guys should kind of be familiar with this section. This is where all you guys did your evidence logging. Again, they'll go into more detail with this. In your field training, bolos, obviously be on the lookout. This is where we post bolos for vehicles, add details for license plates, stuff like that. And then the raw. After that is DMV, which is where you would search up vehicles, license plates. Best way to search up a vehicle is the last four of the license plate. And then obviously the penal code. I would advise when you guys are sitting around waiting, or if you have some free time, kind of breeze through this penal code, get familiar with some of the charges. I will say that You know, a lot of this kind of stuff was new to me, especially with the experience that I've had from other cities. It's going to be a process learning the penal code. The knowledge for it will come along the way. So don't discourage yourself because you might not be familiar with certain charges. You will pick them up as you patrol. Okay. Any questions on the MDW?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
On the dashboard where you see all the active units, the number next to their name on the right side, is that calls that they've responded to?
No, so the numbers on the right side is what radio channel they're in.
Oh, okay.
So right now it doesn't display people on the radio. That's just the only way you'll see what tack they're on. So like if a bank pop up, they said, okay, everyone move to tack 4, everybody that moved over will then see a 4 next to their name.
Okay.
So, and then obviously the other numbers on the left is everyone's badge numbers. All right. Any other questions on the MDW?
No, sir.
All right. So I'm not going to go through that brief little description of the MDW because I just went through it with you. Again, you'll get a wider coverage of that during your field training. Okay. I'll put this here because it's in red. Anyone caught utilizing the MDW to erase, alter, or otherwise change someone's MDW profile without authorization or good reason will be terminated from the Department of Public Safety without any warnings beforehand. Everyone clear on that?
Yes, sir.
All right. During your training, there'll be a period where your FTA might need to tamper with your report or change some things, but you are to not touch anyone else's report unless you are communicating that with them. There will be times where you're working on an arrest report with somebody and you'll be making some changes if it's in someone else's name, but all of that needs to be communicated properly. Do you have something to say, something?
Yeah, and like on a civilian's profile, or at that time a suspect's profile, if there's something notated on their profile there, but if you notice, if you pull one right below their
What's up, Leah?
mugshot, there's a section where you can make notes. If there's something that's been notated there by someone else, they usually put their call sign, their name, the date, and all that when it was notated. Make sure if they put a note there for something for the next time someone arrests them or traffic stop, don't erase it because you've completed it. Just put a note next to it that you've completed, or with your call sign and your name showing that you've done that particular note that they've put in there. Don't delete the note out.
Alrighty. Is Wilson on his way back in here? Doesn't look like it.
Nope, he's out there like he's casing around the area for that shots.
Alrighty, so I'll go through here. Shackle, once I'm done here, you want to go through reasonable suspicion and probable cause?
It's so bad, dude.
Okay. So here in this state of San Andreas, we use 5 case laws. Okay. You'll hear some people talk about some other case laws sometimes, but when it comes to court cases, these are the case laws we go off of. Okay. Some of you might be familiar with some of them. For me, this was a whole new process, so it might be new for some of you. So this is the section. This is penal code and case law. So the penal code can be found. You can find that on the main LEO database. I'm pretty sure that's all located on there. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Again, there's a penal code on your MDW, but the penal code's slightly different on the document. It lists things like speed limits and stuff like that, regulations for the hunting grounds, fishing, stuff like that. So definitely take a look through both versions of the penal code because you will be questioned on speed limits and stuff. Okay. You can use a search function in the MDW to find charges and their definitions. Ensure all definitions are read before pushing a charge to make sure it is not an umbrella charge. All right, Wilson's back. You want to run through case laws, Wilson?
Yeah, sorry about that. I heard a load of shots outside.
That's fine. I went briefly through the penal code section, so if you want to go over the case laws.
Step outside. Yeah, cool. Case laws. Good news for you. Case laws are your mate. Trust me, case laws will save your backside one way or another. So in this state, we operate off of 5 main case laws. So that's going to be Tennessee v. Garner, Terry v. Ohio, Miranda v. Arizona, Pennsylvania v. Mims, and Maryland v. King. Sorry. So each one of them will have a separate thing. So for example, you've got Tennessee v. Garner. under the Fourth Amendment, we can use deadly force to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect only if we have reasonable suspicion that they pose a significant threat of death or serious physical injury. So basically, what that means, that's a problem. Hold up.
Where the
Do we
hell
have
is
any-
that? I mean,
that's Elgin. That's a big shot. That's lots of shots.
I mean, I'm 10-7 for
busy.
this, so
I'm not.
there is people going to that.
Well, I'll wait, and then if more people go down, I'll go to it.
We got 4 BCSO heading to it now. There is more BCSO heading to it at the moment too in the
Yeah.
city.
So there's quite a few. Yeah, they should be fine. That's the plan.
So for context, that was an urgent officer down, which means that all of us would normally have to respond if we're not, otherwise occupied, like we are.
Which
now.
is hence why I normally get thrown.
Are
I
they
would
all on
normally get
duty,
rid of-
as a matter of fact?
No, they're not.
No.
Okay.
No. Right. Okay. So each one of those case laws, effectively, they protect us for what we do. So, for example, I'm in a lawsuit at the moment that Tennessee v. Garner is going to save my backside. They posed a significant threat. I shot them, and they're trying to sue me for it. And the second I get to the court,
Seaside,
if it
what
even
the
gets that
fuck?
far, I'm just going to go Tennessee v. Garner, and they're going to throw it out. That's how good case laws are. They can save your backside on so many different levels. I would recommend looking through the case laws that we operate off of. They're going to be in the Academy Handbook, or I believe they're in SOPs too, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I always go off the ones in the handbook.
Yeah, probably best to go off the handbook
because
ones.
they're right there in your face. So
So they're going to be the 5 that you use. You're going to want to use them as much as you can, and you're going to want to learn them because you will be quizzed on them during the FTO phases. And as well as that, if someone says, "Oh, you did this to me, you did this to me," just go, this case law, and then when they start bringing a lawyer in, it's just easy for you. It just makes your life easy. Trust me.
you'll be utilizing all of these probably every day.
Yep. Easily.
You got some more to go through, right?
Yeah. So Terry v. Ohio, aka the Terry Frisk. Terry Frisk, basically, we can stop a suspect on the street and we can frisk them without the probable cause. However, if we have the reasonable suspicion that they have committed or are committing, then that person may be armed and presently dangerous, meaning we can frisk them. If we feel that weapon, then we can then search them because we have that probable cause, and we can take that weapon off of them, okay? And then charge them if needed, if they're like a convicted felon or something like that, or, they've shot something along the lines. As long as we have that reasonable suspicion, it backs us up. Miranda v. Arizona. Any statements...
You know what's funny?
made
She
once
never
we've
hands with me.
read them their rights are therefore admissible in a court. So effectively, if I were to ask you a question after I wrote you your rights and you admitted to the crime, admissible in court. However, if you were to start questioning without having read these rights and they're not aware of these rights, then it's inadmissible in court, and they'll probably win that case. Okay. Miranda v. Arizona is probably going to be the most used, the one that you'll use the most, because you're going to be saying your threats remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you all the time. Every arrest. You're
That's
going to be saying it
facts.
over and over again.
And
so you're going to need to learn it.
On that, try to get into the practice of reading someone their rights every time you place them in cuffs.
Yep.
We don't want to transport even if you're transporting somebody for another officer. We don't want to get them down there and there's miscommunication and they're sitting down there admitting the charges, and then the processing officer goes, "Hey, did you Mirandarize them?" And you go, "No, I didn't. I left that to you."
Yep.
We want to help each other out and not run into those kind of issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always good practice to get into that. Just another thing, if they need medical attention, make sure you read them at least post medical attention. If you read them pre, it's fine, but it might not hold up in court, so just read them post also. Okay?
Oh, shit, he was still in front of you.
Pennsylvania v. Mims. So basically, you can order someone out of the car if they were lawfully detained and you have the reasonable suspicion that they've done something. So basically, if I were to pull them over and you had the reasonable suspicion they were drunk, you could smell alcohol, then you could order them out the car under Pennsylvania v. MIMS. Okay. I believe there's another case law. I don't think it's used, but I think there's another one along those lines where you can also order the passengers out, if I remember correctly. Someone correct me
It's
if I'm wrong. But I
Maryland
think
v.
there's-
Wilson.
Yes, I thought so. Again, that one's not used in the state, but it's probably good to know every now and then.
Oh, I mean, it's a United States case law.
It's not used in this state, though.
Yeah. So in this, if you were to say it in court, it would probably not be accepted. The judge would go, "We use these 5. We use these 5. You use these 5. You don't do anything else. Thanks." There's been court cases with that before, believe it or not.
Oh, that's going to be confusing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just go
that's
off the
people in
we only
court will
use 5.
start. Yeah, we've been in court cases where the lawyers start throwing in other ones, and the judge is like, "We use 5. These are the 5 we use. That is all."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Maryland versus King. So basically, you can take DNA from any suspects before a conviction. So you can take fingerprints. You can.
Hold up, Wilson.
However, it has to be a violent felony.
It has to be a serious offense.
You nicked me. You nicked me call sign.
So it's there's been clarification. It has to be a serious offense. So a felony is a serious offense.
Yeah. So basically, if it's a misdemeanor and you would
Yeah,
like
we've
a
been
DNA,
talking about that the
you're more
whole
than
time,
happy to
man.
ask, as long as you got
It's
the
fucking
permission, you can
brutal
get
right
to
now.
get it. But if they say no, then that's when you're not going to be taking DNA forcefully, because at that point it's not violent felony. You're not allowed to legally. Whereas if it's a felony, if it's violent, then you can just do it as per Maryland v. King. Go save
Just keep in mind I know the word violent keeps being used, but that used to be the case. It is just a serious offense now. So there can be a felony that's not very violent, but it's still a serious offense.
Yes.
If you're slapping a red charge on their record, you are to take DNA if it's necessary. Felonies are a serious offense.
And another thing with DNA and fingerprints and stuff, if it is on record or if it's not on record, I want you to add it on record if you can, because that could help us later down the line. Like, I've been on scenes where we found some unknown blood, we've looked it up, we found this guy's been convicted before, bingo, free warrant. It's those little things that we can just click together that will help us. Okay.
I got one quick question.
Go ahead.
So if we arrest a suspect, and in order to prove that they are who they say they are, and they don't have like a license or ID or some type of identification, we can fingerprint them, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So when you fingerprint somebody, the machine will give you a name.
Okay.
And with a generated fingerprint code, which will pop up where your like your dispatch chat is.
Right, but you only use DNA if it's a felony offense.
A serious offense, which would be a felony, yes.
That or you get their permission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to ask permission.
Before, I would just say, I mean, obviously, your FTO should go more in depth with this stuff, but before you start arresting writing someone's report, just take a look at their profile, see if they have a weapons license, see if anything like fingerprints or DNA is logged, because if it's not, you need to make an evidence report on the DNA and evidence. I mean, and fingerprints.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's always good to have fingerprints and stuff. It really is. It just helps other things.
Majorly. It's if we get on a scene and there's fingerprints somewhere, we find out that it's somebody that's been arrested 7 times and that stuff hasn't been logged on their profile yet, there's going to be some problem.
Yeah. Before now, I've looked at reports and said, "Hey, why have you not done this? Hey, why have you not done this?" It gets out of hand sometimes. Anyway, do you want me to go over RSMPC, or are you
I was going to have Shackle do that one.
That's fine.
Well, but Sergeant Wilson did a pretty good job of even describing it in what he just gave you for case laws, right? But what it all comes down to is, and this goes into your report writing as well, right? What can you articulate? What can you put into words to describe that you have the police power to go off and do what it's doing, right? So if we look at what's in your Academy handbook, as I just kind of went past that page, right? So your reasonable suspicion is the ability to articulate that a crime has been committed. Correct, everybody? That something that a normal person would consider to be odd, out of the ordinary, which means suspicious, right? So, and this is at your officer's discretion because, but it's what you can put into words to describe it as being as such, which then can convey into your probable cause, which then propels you into doing one of these police powers, right? What we described in what those case laws gives you the authority to do, right? A person is witness committing a crime. Person comes back with a positive GSR test. Person has disobeyed a lawful order. A person has been witnessed driving recklessly. So these things
No, I
that you
didn't.
see that you can talk about, right? It propels you into using your probable cause to effect an arrest or to do a stop, a Terry frisk or what have you. And then anything that you find in your duties as you're patrolling to then consider odd, out of the ordinary, to then affect one of those things. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I honestly might just end
Okay, so there's
stream.
no gray area. We understand where those case laws can bring us into what we're doing and how it's important to be able to, we use the word articulate, but to verbalize it, because then when you write reports, you have to be able to document it effectively. Whoa.
It's a nice jab there.
Right. Be able to articulate that the reasons why you're doing what it is that you're doing, because if you can't justify it, then you shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. And we all go back
That's
to the
true.
first case to validate what it is.
But like, this is fucking brutal.
All right. Anybody else think I need to add anything to that? Because I think Sergeant Wilson did a pretty good job. We have a question in the corner. Yes, sir.
It's just pertaining to, does anybody have food? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm about to pass out. Not to derail.
Yeah, make sure you guys are moving around a bit, so you know.
Well.
Yeah, I just got a bad message that said I needed to move, or else I was going to be a bad boy. For the sake of trying to get us moving forward, Cook, I'm just trying to make use of our time and stuff. So, but I think if
Did you
everyone's
get that?
following
No,
along
you
in
didn't.
their academy handbook,
go
then
next to you,
we
guy.
should be good too.
Hey, could you get that to me?
Were you just adding to the case laws, or were you going in the reasonable suspicion and probable
No,
cause?
I did. I mean, I talked about them, right? Because I talked about what's in their handbook, but
Excuse me,
I'm
sorry.
adding value to the, because Sergeant Wilson talked about them in his conversation as well.
Okay.
But it's all about articulation, right?
Yeah, I
That's what's
gotcha.
important.
Do you want to explain
Just want to hand that back to him.
RS and PC or?
I just did that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were just talking about the case laws.
No.
Oh dear, this is.
Oh
dear.
What's going on? Is everyone trying to hand food?
I think I'm gonna
playing
end
telephone
stream
with
chat.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Once I get this all figured out, I'm gonna I'll restart.
All right,
Does
everyone's got
anybody
ants in the pants.
Does anybody else want to add to the?
I'm gonna
reason
end